During an archaeological expedition in the wild, Bender discovered a robot fossil, but the professor dismissed it with contempt, insisting that all robots were man-made and that robot fossils could not possibly exist.
Robot fossil! That's a bed spring, you dumb bed spring! There are no robot fossils! Everybody! Robots were created quite recently. It was in all the papers.
In the end, Professor Hubert unearthed a crucial artifact and donated it. This artifact was supposed to provide evidence for the theory of human evolution, yet the position of museum curator unexpectedly fell into the hands of an orangutan simply because the orangutan had proposed an entirely new theory of evolution.
Frolicking with dinosaurs at the moment of creation!
I don't want to live on this planet anymore.
Enraged, the professor took everyone away from Earth and relocated to a desolate, uninhabited asteroid. Faced with the asteroid's only water source, which was filled with toxic substances, the professor released a swarm of micro-robots. These robots devoured the toxins and purified the water. But the very next second, the micro-robots evolved. They began to devour everything in sight like maniacs, forcing the group to take refuge in a cave. This was no long-term solution. However, they were in desperate need of water.
Pineapple!
So much for that.
So the group ventured out of the cave. What greeted their eyes was a completely transformed landscape. As far as the eye could see, there were only trees constructed by the robots. As the group stopped to eat and rest, Fry was suddenly attacked by a robotic lake monster. Right after that, robotic dinosaurs appeared, and the two types of robots immediately broke into a fierce battle. At the critical moment when everyone was rescuing Fry, the sun suddenly unleashed a powerful surge of energy that short-circuited and disabled all the robots. Only Bender, who had stayed hidden in the cave, escaped unharmed. The professor then used the scattered robot parts to build a solar-powered spaceship. The group decided to rest for the night and set off the next day. But early the next morning, they found that the robots had evolved once again and Indy and Leela had been taken hostage. The group spent 12 hours building weapons, planning to rescue the two the following day. Unexpectedly, Amy and Leela returned on their own the next day. It turned out the robots had evolved yet again. They now possessed an extremely high level of intelligence and had even built a history museum. The very next day, the robots evolved once more. This time, they transformed into a higher form of consciousness and then expelled everyone from the asteroid.